Okay. So 3, 2, 1.
My favorite sport is running, which is the basis of all sports because you can't have any other sport without running. So it's pretty much the most important sport in the entire world. Anyways, not biased or anything. I started running in high school. Um, in high school, when I started running actually so I could lose weight. But then I turned it into an eating disorder. But my mom said I couldn't run on days that I threw up. So eventually, instead of throwing up, I would run. And after that, like I got addicted and I run every day now. But a couple years ago, and then like I ran several half marathons and I ran 5 full marathons. I'm supposed to run my 6th full marathon in April, and I'm terrified because it's been a while and I've gotten a little lazy, but it should be fine, I think, I hope. I have made a goal, though, to run a half marathon in every state. So far, I've ran in Massachusetts, Tennessee, Washington, and Utah. The first one I did was in Washington. I Googled the longest bridges in the United States with races on them, and I found one on Whidbey Island in Washington. So I went and ran that one. I made the goal and then like bought an airplane ticket that day. Never been on an airplane really, and was going to go to Washington all by myself. It was really fun. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, the half marathon doesn't have a route that goes over the bridge, though. So I didn't get to run over the bridge. I was almost finished with the race, and I saw this girl and I was like, "Hey, are you from Washington?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Have you run this before?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Where's the bridge?" And she's like, "You don't run the bridge on the half marathon." And so I was pretty bummed about that, but I went and drove over it a couple times on my way back to the airport the next day. Um, but or run all the time. I run at least 6 miles a day, averaging. One day I would like to run the Boston Marathon, but I'm not the fastest at it. So when I'm like 90, on my first marathon, I was running, super excited about it. Met this old guy. He was like Asian, super old, but he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Good." And he's like, "Are you new to running?" And I was like, "Kind of." And he was like, "Well, do you plan to run in Boston?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love to one day." And he's like, "Oh, the likes, that's why you keep raising." He told me to take my time, have fun of it while I was young, and when then I'm old, everybody qualifies to get into the Boston. So wait till I was old, and then I could run in the Boston Marathon. So that's my plan. Anyways, I'm done. I couldn't figure out why you kept raising your hand, and I was like, "I'm not saying and I'm not saying and then I was like, "Oh, likes, that's what it is." And then every time you raise your hand, I'm like, "Oh crap, it's getting bad. It's getting worse." And then it just gets worse. Mine's not getting better. Mine's getting worse.
I think it was better.
No, it wasn't. Your hand was like up all the time.
No, but it just seems like a lot because you're actually seeing my hand go up. But I feel like, hold on, let me look at the first up here.
I'm gonna be the only one with the booster training.
Oh, let me stop the broadcast.